Do you ever find yourself more comfortable staying at home, alone with your thoughts, rather than going out with friends or engaging in social activities? If so, you might be one of those highly intelligent individuals who finds peace and fulfillment in solitude. While many people place high value on relationships and social interactions, studies show that those with higher IQs often feel happiest when they have less social interaction. But why is that? Why do highly intelligent people prefer to be alone? Let's explore 9 common reasons.
1. They value productivity. Have you ever noticed how distractions can slow you down? Imagine working on a complex project or trying to solve a challenging problem. The phone rings, someone asks you a question, or there's background noise. Each distraction pulls you away from the task at hand, making it difficult to concentrate. Highly intelligent people understand this well. They know that in order to be productive, they need to focus, and focus often requires solitude. For them, being alone isn't about avoiding others. It's about getting things done. When you're alone, you can work at your own pace, uninterrupted by the distractions that come with group settings. You don't have to wait for others to catch up or get frustrated by their lack of attention to detail. You can simply dive into your work, fully engaged, and produce results that are both efficient and high quality. In a group, there's often a need to explain your thought process or compromise on ideas, which can be time-consuming and sometimes frustrating. But when you're working alone, you can skip all of that. You can let your thoughts flow freely and follow your intuition, leading to a more productive and satisfying experience.
2. They have a unique perspective. People who are highly intelligent often see the world differently from others. Their minds are constantly analyzing, questioning, and connecting the dots in ways that might not be obvious to most. This different way of thinking can sometimes make them feel out of place in social situations where superficial conversations dominate. Imagine being in a group discussion where everyone is talking about the latest gossip or a popular TV show, but your mind is somewhere else, thinking about a philosophical question or a complex problem. It can feel isolating, not because you don't care about the people around you, but because your thoughts are on a different wavelength. This unique perspective often leads highly intelligent people to seek out solitude. In the quiet of their own space, they can explore their thoughts and ideas without the pressure of conforming to the group's thinking. They can dig deeper into subjects that interest them and come up with insights that others might miss. Solitude allows them the freedom to think creatively and independently, which is why they often prefer it to being in the company of others who might not share their level of curiosity or intellectual depth. 3. They are comfortable being different. Being different isn't always easy, especially when it comes to social interactions. Society often expects people to fit in, to conform to certain norms and behaviors. But highly intelligent people are usually very comfortable with who they are, even if that means standing out from the crowd. They don't mind being labeled as loners or eccentric. In fact, they embrace it. For them, being different is a source of strength, not something to be ashamed of. They know that their unique way of thinking and being sets them apart, and they're okay with that. When you're comfortable with yourself, you don't feel the need to seek validation from others. You don't feel pressured to be someone you're not just to fit in. This self-assuredness allows highly intelligent people to enjoy their own company without feeling lonely. They can spend time alone, fully content in their own thoughts, and not feel the need to be around others to feel good about themselves. In solitude, they can be their true selves without worrying about being judged or misunderstood. This comfort with being different is one of the reasons why they often prefer to be alone. 4. Solitude helps them appreciate others more. Just because someone prefers to be alone doesn't mean they don't value relationships. In fact, highly intelligent people often have deep and meaningful connections with a select few individuals. Solitude allows them to recharge and reflect, which in turn helps them appreciate their relationships even more. When you spend a lot of time alone, you have the opportunity to think deeply about the people in your life. You can reflect on your interactions, consider how much they mean to you, and appreciate the qualities that make them special. This kind of reflection isn't always possible when you're constantly surrounded by people. In solitude, you also have the time to miss the people you care about. This absence can make the heart grow fonder, as they say. When you do spend time with others, it feels more meaningful and fulfilling because you've had the chance to recharge and reflect. Highly intelligent people often use their alone time to grow as individuals, which in turn makes them better friends, partners, or family members. They don't need to be around people all the time to feel connected. Instead, they prefer quality over quantity when it comes to social interactions, and solitude helps them achieve that balance. 5. They don't seek social validation. In today's world, where social media often dictates what's popular or acceptable, the need for social validation can be overwhelming. Many people constantly seek approval from others, whether it's through likes on a post or praise from peers. But highly intelligent people tend to rise above this need for external validation. They don't feel the need to conform to societal expectations or to seek approval from others. They are confident in their own abilities and comfortable with their own opinions. This self-assuredness allows them to live life on their own terms, without constantly worrying about what others think. When you don't seek social validation, you free yourself from the pressures of social norms and expectations. You can focus on what truly matters to you, rather than trying to fit into a mold that doesn't suit you. This freedom is incredibly empowering and is one of the reasons why highly intelligent people often prefer to be alone. They understand that their worth isn't determined by others' opinions. Instead, they measure their success and happiness by their own standards. This independence allows them to enjoy their own company without feeling the need to be validated by others. 6. They spend a lot of time reading. For many highly intelligent people, reading is not just a hobby, it's a way of life. Books offer a gateway to knowledge, understanding, and new perspectives. Whether it's fiction, non-fiction, or academic texts, reading allows them to explore ideas and learn about the world in a way that is both enriching and fulfilling. Reading requires concentration and quiet, which is why highly intelligent people often seek out solitude to indulge in this activity. In the quiet of their own space, they can immerse themselves in a book, absorbing the information without distractions. Books also offer an escape, a way to explore different worlds, ideas, and perspectives. For highly intelligent people, reading is a form of intellectual stimulation that they can't always find in social interactions. It allows them to satisfy their curiosity and hunger for knowledge in a way that is both peaceful and deeply satisfying. The more they read, the more they learn, and the more they realize how much there is to explore. This continuous quest for knowledge is one of the reasons why they often prefer to be alone. They simply enjoy the process of learning and thinking deeply, and solitude provides the perfect environment for that. 7. They're not afraid of missing out. In a world where the fear of missing out, FOMO, is so prevalent, highly intelligent people stand out for their ability to remain content with their own choices. They don't feel the pressure to be everywhere, do everything, or experience every social event. Instead, they focus on what's important to them, finding fulfillment in their own pursuits. Highly intelligent people understand that life is not about ticking off a list of experiences just to keep up with others. They know that true happiness comes from within, from doing things that are meaningful to them personally, rather than from following the crowd. When you're not afraid of missing out, you can focus on the present moment, fully engaged in whatever you're doing. You're not constantly distracted by what others are doing or worried that you're missing something better. This mindfulness allows highly intelligent people to enjoy their solitude without feeling lonely or left out. They understand that being alone doesn't mean they're missing out on life. On the contrary, they believe that solitude gives them the time and space to do what they truly love, whether it's reading, creating, or simply thinking. This self-awareness and contentment make them less susceptible to FOMO and more likely to prefer being alone. 8. They often have different schedules. Have you ever noticed that some of the most brilliant minds are night owls? There's a reason for that. Research shows that highly intelligent people often have different sleep patterns and schedules than others. They might stay up late into the night, lost in thought or immersed in a project, only to sleep in during the day. These unconventional schedules can make it difficult for them to sync up with others. While most people are active during the day, highly intelligent individuals might be at their most productive when the world is asleep. This nocturnal lifestyle can naturally lead to more time spent alone. But for highly intelligent people, this is often a welcome trade-off. They value the quiet and stillness of the night, where they can work without interruptions. The solitude of the night allows them to think deeply, create, and explore ideas without the distractions that come with daytime activity. This different schedule is another reason why they might prefer to be alone. Their peak times for productivity and creativity don't always align with others, so they embrace the solitude that comes with their unique routine. 9. They need more quiet time for decisions. Decision-making is a process that requires careful thought and consideration, especially when the decisions are complex or have significant consequences. Highly intelligent people often take their time to weigh the pros and cons, consider different perspectives, and think through potential outcomes before making a decision. This thoughtful approach to decision-making is one of the reasons why they prefer to have more quiet time. When you're surrounded by noise and distractions, it can be challenging to think clearly. The pressure from others to make quick decisions or to go along with the majority can cloud your judgment. Highly intelligent people understand the importance of making decisions that are well-informed and aligned with their values and goals, rather than rushing into something just to please others or to avoid conflict. In solitude, they can take the time they need to reflect on their options, analyze the situation from different angles, and come to a conclusion that they feel confident about. This quiet time allows them to make decisions that are not only logical, but also in tune with their inner wisdom. Whether it's a personal decision about their career, a complex problem at work, or a philosophical question about life, highly intelligent people value the quiet time needed to arrive at a decision that truly resonates with them. They know that good decisions are often the result of deep thinking and careful consideration, which is why they seek out solitude when they need to make important choices.
In conclusion, the preference for solitude among highly intelligent people is not about avoiding others or being antisocial. Rather, it's about finding the time and space they need to think deeply, work productively, and make decisions that align with their values. By embracing solitude, they create an environment that fosters creativity, self-reflection, and intellectual growth, allowing them to thrive both personally and professionally.